Hey guys, what's up? I just recently completed my playthrough of Quake 4, so you're probably wondering what I'm doing uploading this seemingly out of the blue clip. Well, I really wanted to invoke the 2012 format for a moment because the idea of this channel is to play old games, and I thought I should probably take a minute to describe the importance of these games to me and the effect they've had on my life, and take a minute to talk about the importance of having a go-to escape point. Something you can go to anytime when you feel like you need to take a load off, unwind, relax, that kind of thing. See, I was brought up in the 90s, and the landscape was a little bit different to what things are like today. I mean, to those of you who grew up in the 2000s, you're used to, instant gratification is what they call it. You got access to the internet, and everybody's fighting on having arguments on there. Um, you had access to, you know, any kind of video platform service you wanted. It wasn't really like that in the 90s. See, we didn't have that. The only real entertainment device that was electronic in the house that we had was the TV, and it was in the living room. And when you're a kid, you ain't getting access to that TV. Not a chance. It's usually a TV with maybe satellite and a VCR player. You guys won't know what a VCR, but it plays tapes, tape cassettes. I'm really aging myself with this video. But that was just about the most on demand you could get. You had to go to a shop, either buy or rent a cassette, and then take it home, put it in the player, and watch it. And then take it back if you rented it afterwards. It's a far cry from what we've got these days. Anyway, so the you can only imagine the significance, the impact that it had on my life when the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, as it was called in the UK, was brought into my life, and I had a small TV to play it on. Oh, it was huge. These games were 16-bit. They were so simple, but they were also really well designed and thought out because the developers were so limited and had such little space and graphical capabilities and hardware to work with that they really had to put and stress importance on the enjoyment of the gameplay, something that I think is quite heavily lost these days, as I've talked about in previous videos. See, these days, gaming's its own platform, and it's got just about every genre there is. It's fantastic. It's got everything for every emotion. If you're feeling pretty energetic, you play an action game. If you feel like you want to laugh, you play a comedy. If you're feeling like you want to explore, then you play an adventure game. You're feeling intellectually stimulated, then you play a puzzle game. There's loads, and it's fantastic. And I think growing up, I was developed through the Sega Mega Drive through into the PlayStation 1 and 2, and the beginning of modern gaming as we know it. And I developed quite a lot in those times. It was important to be able to have that escape from life because I mean everybody who's watching this knows that life can get to you, man. It stresses you out, and you need to have that escape point that you can just go to and let the load off for a little while. It's important. And for me, I was never really much of a music fan growing up. I don't know why, it just didn't really speak to me. Same with movies in a lot of ways. That's probably, like I said, because I never had access to a TV much growing up. I suspect that's probably part of the reason. But gaming, it just always spoke to me. I could always insert myself into the world that the game's trying to present to me. And it always just really helped me to escape the stresses of day-to-day life and go well, somewhere where I can be anything I want to be, somewhere where the story is told to me and I'm just along for the ride. And it's important to have that. I think it's very, very important. So these days I work a lot, so I don't really have too much time for gaming. But I've got other things. I've got long walks. I've got time with my daughter, my girlfriend, my friends. But gaming is always one of those things that I'll always credit for helping me to get through some of the rough times in my childhood. I mean, especially going into the social mosh pit that is secondary school and then college. There's going to be many occasions where you come home feeling distraught and dejected, and just having that escape when you get home is crucial to be able to build yourself back up and be able to face the world again the next day. It's rough. So I want to propose a question to you guys. Tell me in the comments, what's your escape point? What do you guys use to escape from the stresses of day-to-day lives? Because maybe some people haven't developed that yet. Maybe they haven't figured that out. And you putting that there maybe might help them. You never know. It's important. Like I said, mine is gaming, but to others it might be music, to others it's exercise or film or hanging out with friends, although some people are a little less social, so things like that don't apply. But you get my point. Put that down in the comments section, and I can't wait to visit the next game that we're going to be looking at. It's going to be great. I can't wait. Just another one from me growing up, another game that I used to escape from the stresses of day-to-day life. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Speak later, guys. Bye.